Welcome to magnificent Germany. Ho, ho, ho. Howdy, folks. Here we are with my friend Don. How you doing, Don?
Good. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing so good. Wie geht's?
Gut. Und du?
Oh, mir geht es good too.
Wunderbar.
Oh, everything's wunderbar. So, Don, when was the first time you ever went to Germany?
My first time to Germany was in November of 2012, and it was kind of a dark and dreary day, cloudy today like this. So you always hear about the British weather. Well, Germany's not too much further away, and to be honest with you, for like 2 or 3 months, it was very overcast, very not so sunny. And for that first 2 or 3 months, it was kind of difficult when we lived there to get used to it. People were very nice, but when you first get there, you just don't have your bearings yet. And so it was kind of a new experience for us. But once you got past that, holy cow, things opened up. It really got into becoming a great experience for us. For my family and I, we were there for 3 years, and that's just a chapter of our lives we can never go back to. It was almost like a dream that occurred. We were there, and you know what happened. You experienced it. You've been there, but it's all gone because it's over there, and you wish you could bring it back to you, but you can't. And it's just a wonderful life experience. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Now, where were you in Germany?
I was in Ramstein, and I lived specifically in Huchenhausen, which is about 5 miles west of the air base there. And I worked there at Ramstein. So we were kind of in the southern part of the country, if you will, and about 45 minutes from France. So weekends we could go to France, go to Luxembourg about an hour away. It was great.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, Roland Falls there. I just love that area. I was just there back in June, as a matter of fact, and I couldn't believe the mall there, the largest AFES.
Oh, the BX.
BX there.
Yeah, I do a disservice by saying a BX. It is a mall.
Yes.
Better than Cadena, better than Hickam. I mean, this place is, you walk in there, they've got Kathy Wolfhard, which is...
Kathy who?
Wolfhard.
Oh.
Kathy Wolfhard,
yes,
the Christmas place. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
The Germans may not know much about it because they're like, yeah, whatever. But all the Americans that go to Germany love Kathy Wolfhard. And my first experience with that was at the BX, and then later on I found out about it at Rothenburg, because that's Obdatura. I'm saying that wrong. Obdatura. It's on the river.
Yeah, it's
on
beautiful.
the river.
Chitty bang bang.
There are 2 different Rothenburgs, so when you put in the GPS, make sure you go to the right place.
That's right. Obdatura.
Yes, but Kathy Wolfhard, I believe, was in Rothenburg, originated there, and she has her own place right there on the main street there in Rothenburg. And it's wonderful. You walk in there, and holy cow, you can walk in, go in there in June or July too. It doesn't matter what time of year, it's Christmas. They've got rooms just designated for Christmas stuff, Christmas trees, Christmas carvings, just phenomenal stuff. And it's German, you know, so you're like, oh, this is cool.
That's nice.
We've got some really cool stuff that we've taken home now, and we put it up on our Christmas tree at home every year. And it kind of
all
nice
those
reminder.
Memories.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful wooden star that we've got on top of the Christmas tree there. And, of course, the outlets for it, you know, 220 versus 110. Got to watch that. But... you know,
it'd be a zappy situation.
Yeah, the light bulbs don't work, but the electrical stuff, if you get the right wiring to plug in the wall, you're good to go. You got to play a little around with that little finessing, but be very careful too, because you don't want to get any fires, and you want to be very, like you said, careful with the electrical. Absolutely.
So, yeah. Now, when you first got there, and you and your family got there,
yes.
Okay, you got all checked in, get acclimated to Deutschland, to Sohn, beautiful Deutschland. What was your first experience, your first travel experience when you were in Germany?
My first travel experience, all right, this isn't the best of ones. I printed out a big long list, and I'm like, oh yeah, here's all the things to do. Castles, you know, there's a castle on about every hill, it seems like, out there in Germany. So I'm like, all right, let's pick, and we picked one on the map there, like, let's go there. We traveled for like an hour or two. Well, hang on, before you sign up for it. That's what we thought too. We thought, oh, you can't go wrong in Germany. We went to a castle that was kind of, they were more for weddings and just didn't do it right. So my point is, we learned what not to do that first time. Since then, we've learned a lot more about what to do and where to go and what to do, and had much more wonderful experiences. If you plan a little bit ahead of time, that little bit of investment of just planning pays big dividends later on.
That's right.
You're looking at something that's really cool, and you're like, I don't know what it is, but it's huge and it's great. It must have been here for hundreds of years. And then later on to find out that, oh, that was a Roman century gate that was 2,000 years old, and I didn't know that at the time. Oh man, I missed a lot of cool stuff.
Always pays to do your research.
So researching ahead of time. And that's one of the things when I first got there, I wish I would have done a little bit more of and just kind of get smarter. I mean, YouTube's a great opportunity for that too.
Oh, you got that right. Just saying, I love YouTube. I mean, I first started back in 2019, February. You know, I said, I want to share my love for Germany. And that's what I love to do. I love helping folks out there travel to Germany who've never been to Germany.
Yeah.
I set up itineraries. Say if you out there in YouTube world would love to go to Germany, I've never been to Germany, but want to go, I will set you up an itinerary of your liking. I'll find out your likes, dislikes. Do you want city? Do you want country? A little bit of both. And I will set you up with an awesome itinerary that you'll love.
And it doesn't take much time.
No.
You know, you're not the first person to go visit Germany, so finding these cool places that make sense and just a little bit of research on it, and you don't have to know everything about it, just some basics.
That's the thing.
And an enjoyment of, I'm looking forward to it. And
I hear people all the time, people contact me and they'll say, well, I'm scared. I've never been to another country before. I'm kind of nervous. Well, maybe I won't. And I'm like, you got to dive in and do it because
yes.
It is easy.
And Germany is a great place to do it too, because the language is somewhat of a sister language to English. So bakery and baker, it's not a lot. You know, you can look at it and go, it's probably a bakery. I can stop there.
That's right.
When I was in Japan, it's a bunch of kanji and other stuff, and you're like, I have no idea what they're eating there and what's going on. Yeah, hi. And but Germany, I can be walking through the streetways there and go, hey, I understand that, you know, that's a you know, apothecary is probably a tough one for pharmacy.
Yeah.
But you start catching on to things. They're at least written in an English lettering that you can understand and kind of decipher a little bit there a little better. So it's digestible.
Absolutely. It makes it a lot easier for me. You know,
yes.
My goal, I would love to learn. I would love to be fluent in German. Ich liebe Deutschland. You know, I have a long ways to go. You know, but I could get around. I could order food.
Yeah.
I could eat food.
Yeah.
I could get around and stuff like that. But my goal is to be fluent in German one day. And you picked up some awesome Deutsch. I've noticed.
Meine Deutsch ist schlecht, aber ich verstehe ein bisschen. So it's my German's good, but it's not very good. But I can understand a little bit. And to be honest with you, it's kind of funny. I learned most of it in high school.
Did you really?
Yeah. So I started just memorizing certain words. Was our big tool there. I went through a crash course in college for about half a semester and failed miserably at it. But the guy went in there, to be honest with you, the teacher, the best thing he did for us, he came in there and for a month, not a word of English. It was all German. And I remember sitting there going, I don't know what you're talking about. I understand certain words maybe.
Was?
Yeah. And he's going through a whole spiel of, hey, what kind of instruments do you play? What kind of music do you like? And he's asking all this stuff to us in German. I am not getting any of this at the time, right? But I'm starting to kind of catch on when he starts doing the hand language or
sure.
verbal signs there. And the point of that, though, is I was listening to it, and that forced me so much to start giving me a reason to learn this stuff. And I've talked to other people when I was in Germany too. I've talked to some German officers, and when they want to teach their kids English, you know what they do? They turn on TV with English
that's
and German subtitles, because you're listening to it and you're starting to use it for something, not just Ich liebe dich. Okay, no, I see it on TV and it says Ich liebe dich, and it shows a big love scene. That's great. You know, I can start putting that thing together in my mind. I start picking up that dialect, and I'm actually hearing German people say it as opposed to another American, which is what I am. So I have an accent, but I'm not saying it perfectly like the Germans, and there are dialects up there.
Oh yes, definitely.
You know, the word ich or ik. I said ik when I was in Germany for the first time there, and one of the girls like that, and she goes, where are you from? Berlin? And come to find out, that's Hochdeutsch, or High German, which is what the Americans learn in the high schools and colleges. And when we were in southern Germany, it's ich. So to stop sounding like an outcaster as much, I'd start saying ich, you know, ich liebe dich, whatever.
It's sort of like here in the States. You got folks from Massachusetts, they pot the car.
Yeah.
You know, down here we say we're going to park the car.
and you go to
but it's the same thing.
You go to places like Grafenwehr, which is closer to the Czech Republic.
I know Graf.
And you can pick up a little bit of that hearing. You know, you can listen to them and you're like, that's not the same as what I was hearing a little while ago back in Ramstein. It's similar. It's the same words, but it's not the same. And you may not know the exact wording, but just sounds different, you know.
Absolutely.
So
this is so cool. So out of all your travels, okay, name some of the places, some of your favorite places that you did travel while you're in Germany.
All right, I told you I had some verbal props here for it starting out. So this is München, as the Germans say, or Munich.
Yes, ich liebe München.
Yeah, so natürlich it's
Und spaghetti eyes.
yeah, and it's a you know, you don't see too many of these around the United States saying 1589, so it's kind of fun walking around with that a little bit. But you know, Munich is a great place. You've got some things you need to see there that are just historically, you got to go see them to really pay yourself that homage or whatever. You've got the downtown main square there at München that was, the whole place was leveled during World War II, but it looks great now. It looks like something that does look like from hundreds of years ago. They've got the glockenspiel that plays, and you can stand there in the town hall, and everybody's looking there, up there, staring at it, and admiring it as they play up there and play some music, and it goes around and makes all these great things. It's there, you know, and it's just like it was before the war. So München was great. You know, lots of places to do it, and that's the other thing too, is just because you're going to all these great places, and you can list all these places to go in Germany. My godparents were there during the war, and I asked them, I said, how many places have you gone to in Germany? And they said, very few places. They've got a huge German accent to this day, and they were from Germany. They were bakers, actually, and they never got to see Germany. And I asked my neighbors that, I'm like, well, have you guys been to Germany? Where have you gone to Germany? No, we haven't really gone to any of these cool places either. And it's kind of a letdown, but you think about it, we're Americans. Where have we gone? Have we gone to see the Statue of Liberty? Have we gone to LA? Have we gone to, you know, all these places? It takes time and money that for them, it's kind of in their backyard, so they just don't go to it and enjoy. But you've got people from America, all over Europe going to them.
Oh yeah.
They're great places to go, as long as you know what to look for and how to have a good time, really.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Germany for me, most of my viewers know my story. You know, I was there as a kid too. My dad was in the military, and then of course when I went in, you know, I was over there, and of course, like I said a minute ago, ich liebe spaghetti ice. Now here's a question for you. I do have a question for you.
Sure.
Have you ever had spaghetti ice?
I have.
Oh my goodness! I have interviewed someone that had spaghetti ice.
So here's the deal. Spaghetti ice is a little bit different even in Germany. It's really cool because we used to have a neighborhood, like I said, that was German. And for us, spaghetti ice, I don't know about you guys, but you know, you see the ice cream man that drives around the neighborhoods. We had one in Germany. He drove right by our house, right? And his name was Tony, and he was Italian, of all things. I don't know if it's from Italy or how it works.
There's a story about that.
Okay.
Guy named, I don't mean to interrupt you, but a guy named Dario. Dario Fabio, not Fabio, but
not the
I'll get back to you. Dario, okay, from Mannheim, Germany, in the late 60s.
Okay.
His parents immigrated from Italy to Mannheim. Well, they opened up an ice cream cafe, an ice cafe.
Yeah.
And so he was playing around one day. I'm going to make some ice cream, some fruits or different type of foods.
Yeah.
Let's try spaghetti. And there he invented spaghetti ice.
It's great. It really is. And you can get different kinds. There's not just one kind of spaghetti ice.
Yes. There's plenty.
And you can have a great time trying them all too. It's awesome. And the cool thing I liked about it was Tony would drive around in his little truck. First of all, he made his own ice cream. So this isn't your Baskin Robbins.
No.
If you're expecting to get,
it's fresh.
You know, yeah.
Can you say fresh?
Fresh, fresh.
Fresh. Can you say fresh?
Yeah, and it's he made it himself. This is not you go to the store and buy it and put it in your van. As a matter of fact, my wife, she makes fun of the ice cream people in America because she's like, it's just so creepy. But over there, it's like these people take a lot of pride in it and they have a good time.
That's right.
Pull up.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful. Spaghetti ice is beautiful.
He'd pull up and he would offer whatever you want there. And as a matter of fact, the great thing about it was he would have a bottle of liquor in the back that he could splash on top. And that was always a treat too, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Something that you wouldn't think would be normal in the United States. You'd get a DUI and all this other stuff. And over there, for whatever reason, he had no problems putting it on there, you know?
I was like, non-dogger, just spaghetti ice.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of props, I have a little prop myself. Okay. All right. Now, everybody loves cooking, right?
Natürlich.
Do you like cooking?
Ah, yeah.
But do you like marzipan cooking?
Ah,
oh.
jawohl.
Jawohl. I figure we'll do something a little bit different, okay? I just got a few more minutes because...
now, this is the real reason I did the video, by the way.
That's right here. You know? And I'm going to offer it to you first. Okay. Don't this look good, guys? It's going to be messy, too.
No, I was going to say, there's no beautiful way of doing this, is there?
That's right. That's right. We're there.
Whoa.
Go. It's almost like a pound cake.
It is.
It is. In the States.
And you got... and you can go to the Christmas markets, which are coming up really soon here in Germany. And marzipan is kind of the stuff that goes on the outside of this. So they take, and you can see it at the Christmas markets, and you can buy the marzipan if you want to take it home. And it's kind of a, I don't know, it's like a fancy sugar stuff. And they just put it over their cakes. And it's great. Oh, good stuff.
Good. Isn't it good though? Now, I'm going to have to save the rest for later because, woo! A lot of sugar.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
I could talk forever. And this,
well, it's Germany. It's good stuff. You know, you can't
this
go on
video
would
be 5.5 years long and more. We talk more. But first of all, again, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And
for having me.
I love my time in Germany. I go back as often as I can. And do you have any plans going back?
Not right now, but you never know. And like I said, it's really cool to be there and just kind of it's like a big dream, man. You can't believe it happened because it was so cool. And it's just a wonderful time in our lives that we were able to experience that. And going back there would be phenomenal. And don't be worried about going over there. To be honest with you, I think it's probably safer than a lot of the United States. I mean, that's one of the cool things is you have to be careful where you're driving in the United States, what big cities you're in and everything. And I never felt that way in Germany.
Never, ever.
Hey, I went down the wrong road. I don't feel that way. If you look for problems and you look for trouble, yeah, you'll probably find it. But
and I've never found it there.
No,
nor am I looking for it.
No, but it's you got to go off the beaten path and really find something silly.
Now, before we close, I would like for you to talk about your gloves here.
Oh,
about a very popular name brand of some clothing.
So today's a little chilly out. Not have to warn you. This is not the best of insulation right now because of the style, but it's Jack Wolfskin. We're going to try that one a little bit there.
Right there. That is a popular clothing item.
So yeah, it's kind of like how North Face is in the United States. I would compare it almost to the same quality. It is a little more expensive, and your Germans they do wear it, not as much as some of the other things, but it's kind of like the North Side for us. You don't see it all over, but you do see a lot, but not everybody wears them, and it's kind of a more higher end, a little more expensive, and you can get not just gloves, hats. I don't know. No one should advertise her, but they got all kinds of stuff that's Jack Wolfskin. You see it all over.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, again, we're really going to go now. All right, but again, thank you, sir, for being here. I appreciate your time. I love talking about Germany.
It is fun.
It's a place I love to go. You know, I got a lot of memories there. I went to my first German Christmas market back in 1978 with my dad.
Oh,
he took me on a train. We lived in Gießen. And
that's what we need right now since it's nice and chilly out. It's getting to be November. Glühwein.
Oh my goodness, that's some hot stuff.
Oh, nice Glühwein to be drinking it and sipping it with your friends, and yeah, it's just a good time.
Kuchen.
Yes, and you get to keep the cups if you really want to keep them as souvenirs, or you can turn them back in and get your
pure fun. Yeah, pure fun.
I do have a whole stack of Glühwein cups at home, so it's pretty cool.
That's cool stuff. Thank you, folks, for being here, and again, thanks again.
Great to be here.
I said that 50,000 times. I'm going to say it again.
No, thank you very much.
Dankeschön, vielen Dank. Anyways,
no,
make sure if you have not, make sure you like and you subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll get all my latest videos as soon as I put them out. And also, make sure you check out my Facebook group page. You just go to Facebook, put in Magnificent Germany with Darren, answer the questions, and you'll be in like fun. So until then, 1, 2, 3, Dankeschön, tschüss. Oh, yes, sir, Bob. Whoever that is.